Hi. So it's good to be here. I want to talk about this is attempting to go straight in from the microphone into StreamYard, and then boom, that's it. Okay, that's why even when the audio is working, it doesn't sound so great, and I'm outdoors. But it's good. Like I'll take what I can get. You know what I mean? And I'll work with whatever tools I can have. You know, I'm a man, right? We are men, and we're in a man's situation. So, yeah, if you've got to stoop down to rebuild your life's work with broken tools, that's what you do. I'm just checking my comment section. So the audio's okay? We've got some audio. The audio's breaking up, isn't it? I'm even thinking that if I speak slowly, it'll it'll make a difference and it'll help. But I'll go off, man. I'm like a racehorse. I'll just start talking, and I'll go for 20 minutes, and then I'll look down and I'll realize, no, the audio's screwed, and there's nothing going through. So, okay, the audio is good. Thank you, Sacred Y. I appreciate that. So, I want to talk a little bit about the weaponization of gender relations because I believe that giving some understanding, some insight, some context, some scaffolding to what the hell is going on gives men insight, ideas, concepts, tools that they can then use and apply in their lives to not fall into these deadly traps, okay? So that's why I'm describing the hell out of shit. That's why I'm describing things. That's why I'm going into all these ideas. That's what's going on there. Now, from a marketing point of view, okay, it made sense to divide and conquer the genders, the races, the financial groups. Everybody has their own little special interest, group interests. And understand that communicating with the group, that's what's going on, right? This is why when we're listening to the news, when we're listening to talk shows, we hear these ideas and it's like, this is madness. How can we as a civilization honestly be thinking about these things? Like biological sex, right? Like, where's the confusion there? But we are. But it's the group that's doing it. Individually, we all know it's crazy. Except, there's a few individuals, there's a small percentage of extreme radicals that adopt the ideology fully and they become the model. They become the peer-to-peer example. And it's madness. It's group madness. And if you identify with it, if you find your identity in what society is offering you as a man for your identity, you're screwed. You're fucked. It's game over. Because then your value is going to be judged and determined by how much money you have in your pocket and how much of it you're willing to give away to complete strangers. Altruism, sacrifice, the violation of the individual and the self. The exact opposite of what a freedom, free trade system is based on, because it's been corrupted by group identity and politics and special interests. And we're trapped in it, and we live in it, and we exist in it. And every woman you meet that you might want to get together with, is steeped and influenced in this, and it's weaponized. Its political power, its market share, its views. How do you explain complete idiots having huge audiences? It has nothing to do with intelligence. It has to do with giving the group, the crowd, what they want, the red meat that they want. Yeah, absolutely. I should come on here and we should do, like a 10-minute section. Like I should pick out a video of some, decent looking girl who's got, ridiculous hypergamous expectations. And, we should watch the video and then critique it and say, look at these assumptions that she has regarding the commercialization and the fact that men have been turned into products. There's all this talk, women talk about being objectified. Let me say that the things that the feminists accuse the men of are the things that they themselves are in fact guilty of. And it's a preemptive accusation. Sorry. Now I'm off on a different tangent. Let me check here in the comment section, see how it's going. Is my voice still going? Support the Howard Dare channel. One fast stack. Good to see you back, brother. We should do a video. You should. A video on, government withholding services from people that they don't agree with ideologically. This is a virus. This is a corruption. This is the individual being ideologically brainwashed and identifying with the group. Okay? And then using the ideology of the group as an excuse to take off any sort of restraints, any sort of decency, regulation on their behavior, because they're doing it for the right reason. Chimpanzees are carnivorous. Like, they will eat meat if they can get it, and they're our closest relatives. So when they do get the fresh meat and there's a kill, they go crazy. They get all fucking excited. They're jumping around, okay? But the one who's got the meat, they don't want to be bothered. They usually will, climb up onto a tree and eat the meat. And the masses, the group gathers underneath just for little drops of blood that drop down and spill down. They'll take a drop of blood off of a leaf. That's how the problem is they can't get enough of it. So then they give up and they go off and they start eating, fruits and shit like that. But no, it's the meat that they want. And they get all excited too when they go to war to, when they form up their troops and they go on their patrols looking for other, troops and groups of chimps to attack. They get all hyped up and worked up and excited and everything like that. So there's this interesting thing that's going on, right? It's like they lose themselves. That can spread throughout the system and have this profound effect. And the reason why it has the profound effect is because when you're operating with the group symbols, pictures of a closed fist, of a black fist on a white flag, right? Just that's it. That has more impact than any sort of a thesis or essay or news presentation. This appeals to that group. So what you've got going on is you've got the gender relations between men and women weaponized, turned into a commercial fucking product. And then you've got group of marketing, of commercialization, of a highly advanced technological society, and highly advanced in communication, right? There's the key that we're dealing with. And no, it makes perfect sense, right? Like, if you were in charge, this is what you would be doing. You would be playing everybody off against everybody else. And they would never be able to rise up against you. This is also a common practice in our political and social advertising campaign to like make people, conscious of their put out this government program where, they show people eating salads and they say, take care of your health, watch what you eat. And they advertise it at the cost of many millions of dollars all over the country, all right? And they act like, hey, we're trying to help people, right? And then they're going to like, outlaw meat production, the selling of meat and stuff like that. But what they're not doing, when they're doing that, they're shifting responsibility to the individual person that's got no money in their pocket. And they're shifting that responsibility away from the food manufacturers and the food producers and the pharmaceutical companies that know what sicknesses these foods will cause and then what medications and pharmaceuticals to sell the people to alleviate their, not to cure it. Oh no, that would be insane. You would lose money and you wouldn't be able to feed them anyway. So do you want this? Is this your life? Do you want to eat their food? Do you want to chase after their rewards? Their money, their status, their approval, their materials, their things? Do you think you will find happiness by doing that? Do you not realize that it was a game to play you and everybody else against everybody else? And then to control them. And then for the individuals to have no life. Yeah, you can have plenty of food. You can have enough to get by. But how will you feel at the end of that? At the end of your 80 or 90 years? I don't think you'll feel very good. Okay? So this is the challenge before you, right? To reawaken the spirit within you that makes your life have meaning and purpose. Right? It doesn't matter what I'm talking about. I'm always talking about the same thing. I'm talking about helping people find meaning and purpose. Trance Gamer, how's it going, bro? Let's see, what's going on here? He says, Howard Dare, in our building, electricity is offline. Yeah, something like systemic now that's coming into the system. Like if they're turning it off so that, your carbon footprint goes down, right? People are freezing through the winter. People are going hungry because, the woke people don't, want to reduce their carbon footprint. So this is the kind of group madness that I'm talking about. And yeah, it's female. Yes, it's sentimental. Now, this doesn't mean all right into it. Let me say this, okay? Part of the danger, there's hidden dangers in certain ideas, and they are have to be the most careful of. Whenever you create a new technology or have a new idea, you have the expected benefit of the product, and then you have the expected disadvantage and negative of that product or breakthrough. But you also have the unknown advantage of it and the unknown disadvantage of it. So when you say men and women are equal, okay, what they were saying, I believe, was that women have all the rights as men. And I think that most of us in this day and age will agree with that. And that's opposed to some other. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Result of this idea is that women have equal rights before the law in the workplace, in the social setting as men. Great idea. That's fine. Okay? it's going to disadvantage appropriate for them. And it's not. It's appropriate for a woman. It's appropriate for children. It's not appropriate for a working person in a career. You're not after happiness and joy and taking care of the whole world. You're after individual power, the ability to support yourself and to sustain yourself in life. That's what you're after. That's what you need. That's what you must have. Without it, you will be a dependent. But that happiness and joy and pleasure, people, that's what's important. And meanwhile, nobody's taking care of you. And meanwhile, nobody cares about your feelings. It was a con job. It's a con job, okay? Your life, your meaning, your purpose as a man is in overcoming obstacles and struggles and becoming stronger and better equipped to support yourself in this world. There may be times that you need help and that you need the help of the group. I'm depending on MGTOW right now, okay? And I am availing myself of certain government services that were initially designed, but agree with it. This is not what I want, but I'll do it over going hungry and well, that's what happens. I got bumped offline. Outdoors Wi-Fi, and that's what happens. Especially when I start talking and getting all excited about what I'm saying and shit. Yeah, I don't know where where I left off. I was getting real excited. Hey, MGTOW Smurf is here. Hey, let me make up some moderators here, please, while you guys are here. Oh, Pulaski Bob is here. Ladies and gentlemen, if you have a channel, you moderators. Second, people. Okay, there's Pulaski Bob, and he does have a wrench. There's one. MGTOW Smurf needs a wrench. Can I do it? Add moderator. Yes. Sanders is here. What's up, man? Oh, this isn't the place where I can highlight it. I'm sorry. Going back. Right, you get to hear the... Yeah, you get to hear everything, right? What the hell? Is this it? Yeah, there it is. You got things men faced back in 2017. Yeah, when I first started watching Earl Writes What, that's Karen Strawn of the Honey Badgers. Yeah, just because somebody is a woman doesn't mean they don't have, they can't have good ideas and things like that. Doesn't mean that. But then when you take somebody like Just Pearly Things and you, make her a top MGTOW content creator, that's just a slap in the face to the men. That really is. That would be like men giving, like, yeah, just stupidity. Uh, yeah, still going through, trying to make more wrenches. Do me a favor if you can. Push people to subscribe to the Howard Dare channel. I don't care how you do it. You can force them. I don't care. Free will. Doesn't matter. No, I'm joking. Certain things because then the focus becomes lost. But yeah, 5K would be nice. That's all. One sec, please. What's this? Jason Walter, thanks for stopping by. Says you should do a podcast with Joker at Better Bachelor. Yeah. Well-spoken, content creator. I would have no problem, talking with him for a little while. But these guys are very busy and shit like that. And you really have to consider like what's best for the audience. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that would be great for me to be able to go onto his channel and for him to do a podcast to his, 100,000 subscribers, talking about me, Howard Dare, 5,000 subscribers. Yeah, that would be really nice. But that's not his job. That's not what he's about, you know. If we've got something to talk about, and we probably would, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying that these guys are busy and they're doing other things. It's like every video they release, they're looking at, it has to be very similar to the previous videos. And yeah, there's a lot of considerations that they've got to think about. The audio keeps cutting. Yeah, it sure does. It sure does. I want to see if I can bring some of you in here. And what I'd like to do is to go one at a time because I don't know that my system can handle. Here's the invite straight out in the chat. There it is. Hey, Joe. How's it going, man? Good to see you. Well, I got in a lot of legal trouble, Joe, and I'm still dealing with it. And still, in the middle of all that shit. So that's what happened there. The state is not kind to men. They're really not. Ghost Pirate, I like pirates, says, you were here years ago before Joker, Pearly Things, etc. And the fact that you getting censored banned is only proof they are grifters, especially if they won't collab. Yeah, sometimes we feel, what I mean? These are the kind of emotions They can be totally sincere in everything that they do. As a matter of fact, I'm sure they are. I'm pretty sure they are. And it's really not my concern, nor my worry. My concern is what I do, and that it's sincere and that it's being done for the right reasons. Look, let's be honest. You know what to do in life. You know what's going on. So do I. But for some reason, we don't do it. Why? Ask yourself. I've asked myself. You got to have the proper motivation. You got to be doing what you're doing for the right reason. Okay? If you're trying to get a bunch of money and trying to get together with a pretty girl because you think that this will mean that you're a real man, even if you get that money and you get that pretty girl, you're going to be disappointed. Okay? Because you're not doing it for the right reasons. Famous. And you do. And you did it because you wanted to be, you wanted to be important in life and feel good about yourself. Being rich and famous doesn't assure you of that. It's possible that you compromised all of your decent values to get that. You know what I mean? So don't fall for this trap and this trick that's out here. Let's see. Howard Dare, one of the most active chat boxes of all MGTOW channels. Yeah, and I will. You guys are new. And, the message is the same. We're still doing the same thing, So even with bad audio quality, you know what I mean? I still want to get here. Father Sanders says, fill the void in most any man's life. We are, however, conditioned to believe exactly that. Exactly. We're also conditioned to believe things like, money and cars and clothes and things like that will also fill those voids. But that's not true for a man. Sacred Y was just, on here the other day talking about, being out, in the woods, or in the field with the army, with the military, weeks, months out there, nothing, just water, a little bit of food, and realizing that he feels great. This is what life is. This is, a man confronting his own weaknesses and overcoming them. And then having that confidence, and that belief in himself to overcome obstacles. That's what it's all about. It's not about how much. And you will. But get that other thing taken care of first. It's like working out and getting in shape. You have to get healthy first. You can't exercise your way out of a bad diet. And you can't diet your way out of not exercising. Embrace the suck. The Sigma male mentality is extremely mandatory. Yeah, I like that whole Sigma male idea, although there's the Sigma male channel, which is doing really well. And again, I shouldn't compare myself. I shouldn't do that. But, they're basically just taking Joe Rogan clips and replaying them, Now, Joe Rogan's cool, so he's not going to say anything. And it's like, yeah, but, you're sitting there fucking downloading videos, cutting and pasting the videos, putting your titles on them, and they're not your videos, So I do get a little upset, but it's not important. What's important is what I'm doing, that it's progressing. So what I'm looking for, what I'm going to do moving forward, I'll try to come on regularly at about 3 o'clock. And I'll try to bring in some guests, to talk about stuff. Like somebody comes in, makes a comment, and then we talk for, 5-10 minutes, and then boom, I'm the next one. Because I can't have 5 or 6 people in here, and my systems can't handle it. I don't even know if I can handle it. Yeah, what's going on here? He says, that's because the Sacred Y is an infantry brother like myself, LOL, out in the field training for weeks or months at a time. This does not include being deployed for a year at a time. Thank you. Thank you both, And for the example, this is what men do. Okay? It's a hard, tough situation that we've got going on out there, but you'll deal with it. You will. Work on yourself, improve yourself, make yourself strong, believe in yourself. I believe in you. Your MGTOW brothers believe in you. Okay? And, move forward. Don't be fucking filled with doubt. Okay? We suffer more in our imaginations than we do in reality. Okay? Whatever's going on with women out there, it doesn't bother me right now. So don't let it bother you either. And pursue power, not happiness, not joy. And then you will have happiness and joy while you are enjoying your power. You got to like that. You can't disagree with that, MGTOW Smurf says, the sooner a man realizes the system, nobody gives a fuck about them. Yeah, exactly, And I don't want to be hard or unkind or cruel. And there are circumstances where, it's really bad, and I have sympathy and passion. But don't forget, that you are the man and that you were never supposed to, be taken care of and things like that and your feelings and things like that. You were always supposed to be able. That's what I fucking want, man. That's all I want. Curbing speed. How's it going, bro? Yeah, I'm right on this microphone. Oh my God, traffic. It's fucking Tuesday. It's Tuesday, but it's before Christmas, right? So realize nobody's going to be working Thursday and Friday, right? Everybody's going to get Thursday and Friday off, or many of them will. For drunk drivers, okay? Because also it's the end of the year, and I have a theory that luck has to go around. And it's like as the end of the year is coming around, people are like, oh shit, I haven't had any fucking catastrophes this year. And then they crash their car or something like that, So watch out. Watch out. People are looking for, their bad luck quota, right? So a guy goes into a restaurant, and he orders himself some soup and calls the waitress over and he says, he wants to get some crackers. He says, do you serve crackers? And the waitress, she's black. She looks at him and she says, yeah, we serve everybody here. And play some crickets and shit like that. No, we serve everybody here. It's pretty good, actually. Now, would a white person get offended by that? Of course not. It's hysterical. So, group cultural madness. And it's being done because there's a hidden agenda. There's always a hidden political agenda when people are making political decisions, It's like, wow, we should take this route driving home because it will save gas and it will save the planet. But they don't give a shit about saving the planet. They care about driving past McDonald's. You know what I mean? There's always this hidden agenda. Yeah, so it's not about equality. It's about the individual personal advantage. Okay. Ghost Pirate says the entire point of the system is to exploit men. I show compassion only to men with honor. Okay, now I'm back. Yeah, I think this is a function of just being outside with the Wi-Fi. Um, still trying. You know what I mean? We're still plugging away at it. But yeah, we lost Howard. But I'm back, right? But I'm going to shut this one down as it's just not working out. I've got to fix the audio and things like that. If you're in a position where you can help out the Howard Dare channel system royally, it's giving me a lot of insight as to what men are really going through. So it's not all bad, and I've become much stronger. Isn't that amazing, right? People can hurt us, and let me know if you have any ideas for MGTOW content, live streams, podcasts. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, donate, click on the Cash App link, if you're in a position to do so. This would be a time to help out the Howard Dare channel in my MGTOW efforts. And join me again, Howard Dare, as I plan to have more content for you with improved quality. Thank you, MGTOW. Have a great day.